Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew.
What's going on, my long-winged bald ducks? Right now, I don't have any pants on because I'm having too much damn fun. I'm out here spearfishing in this ocean, hanging out next to these mountains, having a fire with my dog Tamal. And we're in a 2-night challenge where we can only eat what we catch. So, without further ado, nature is wild, so let's go hang out with it. Tamal and I have just arrived to the place that we're gonna be spending 2 nights at. We gotta go check this out because it is absolutely spectacular. Behind me is the Sea of Cortez. It's known as the aquarium of the world. Right now, we're in California, Baja Sur, Mexico. Look at these rock formations. Absolutely amazing. And then we have this entire beach to ourselves. There is nobody around for miles, and we're gonna be here diving in the ocean, spearing fish all alone. I really wanna get on top of these rocks here to get a good vantage point of everything that's down in the water. Let's try to get up there. I also like that there's no wind here because that's really good for spearfishing. Here we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Here we are. Look at that. Oh, that's crazy. This is home for the next few nights. Right out here, big drop off, which is gonna be really nice. I brought my fishing pole with a pretty large hook on it. So my goal is I wanna spear a fish and take its head and throw it in his bait tonight and sit there all night and see if we can get a fish. That's one of my objectives. Will it happen? I don't know. You're gonna have to stick around and find out. Baby, 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 gotta be careful. You're out here alone, dude. Check this girl out. She knows how to do it right. Hey, girl. Oh, you're all wet. Did you get some water? Good girl. Good girl. Right here is where we're gonna be setting up camp. It's pretty amazing. We got a beach on that side, and then we have a whole beach on this side. Very rocky, nice coves to keep the wind out, which I really like. I'm feeling pretty decent right now, but I know that I'm gonna get hungry. So we're gonna hop in here really fast because as you can see, it's still early in the day, but with these mountains here, I'm gonna lose sun real quick, and that's gonna make spearfishing very difficult. So we gotta get in the water, we gotta spearfish. Let's see if we can pull one up here. All right, hop in the water here, start loading up the bands, getting ready for some action. These guys are called Mexican look-down fish, or moonfish, probably because they shine bright like the moon and the light hits them right. Come down here, see this guy? Nice clean shot right through the dome piece, lights out. It's a gray bar grunt. Not great eating, but beggars can't be choosers on a mission like we are on today. Luckily, I turned around and swam back. My carabiner broke and the fish dropped. Otherwise, I probably would have lost him. There's a big area down here. Here I see a grouper, then he dips back into the hole, really hard to see here. There's also a king angelfish in here. Don't want to shoot him. Really wanted to take the extra time though, because these groupers are tasty. This guy isn't huge, but he definitely feed Tamal and I. But I'm just not seeing him. What do you do? I was about to pull my bands off and go in, but well, bam! There's a golden trevally right there. Sorry for the poor camera work. It was in the shallows. Whenever I see these golden trevallies, I gotta shoot them. They're just too tasty. They're also very beautiful fish, and they put up an amazing fight like you see here. I didn't get a great shot on them. I was really scared that my wire would rip out. He's dancing around and giving me the business. But I get my hands on him. Absolutely beautiful. Super happy to land that fish. On my way in, I decide to pop a couple sea urchins on. Beautiful looking, tasty. All right, so I gotta bleed these fish. I was in kind of a time crunch. Usually I bleed them in the water, but I don't have a wetsuit on. When you don't have a wetsuit on, the water's really cold. You have to kind of put some things to the wayside, so I'm gonna go bleed these fish, but first I gotta get some warm clothes on because I'm shaking and the sun's over the mountain ridge there, so I'm getting pretty cold. All right, here we go. What do we got here? We got so much going on. We got a little, all right. Right here, I saved this stuff for bait. Right here we got the gills. We got the under plate and fins. Then we got a big piece of, I don't know, some insides of the fish. Here we have 3 sea urchins, which I grabbed these on the way out. I wasn't even gonna grab any, but I saw some that were a half decent size. Decided to grab 3 because I read that these are non-toxic to dogs. So I wanted to see how Tamal liked sea urchins today. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Well, we're cutting them in half anyways, so we're just gonna cut this guy right in half to get him off. Oh, there we are. There we are. Here's the insides. And right here is the good stuff. This orange meat. I'm gonna eat those in a little bit because I need to clean out the insides and stuff. Just gonna use the outside of this bag to clean this knife off. We're gonna get some sushimi off of this golden trevally. I really wish I would have brought my fillet knife. I was thinking about bringing it, and then I tried to pack really light because I was on the ATV. There we go. We're in. We're in. You ready for some sushimi? Here's a big piece right here, girl. Oh, yeah. You don't want it? That's interesting, she doesn't want it. Is it because it's too salty? Thought you'd want that for sure. After a couple of weeks ago getting food poisoning, eating raw fish doesn't really appeal to me right now, but let's cook the rest of this. It's good though. It's really good. Golden trevally. Boom. White meat. I just dumped in the ocean water too, so it's nice and salty. Really, girl, you didn't want that. All right, get fire going. Throw these fish on there. Eat them up. Nice little log cabin style right there. Boom, boom. Well, that's getting started. I'm gonna cut this down real quick. I just got this little hand saw. Actually, probably could kick right through that, but all right, that should get it going. That should get it going for at least the cook. We'll keep throwing some on there if we need to, but I just want to get a nice little bed of coals and then, yeah, oh my gosh, can you beat this? Look at this. Nature, dude, it's wild. Looks like Tamal's more in the market for the dried fish on the beach. Right here we have the urchin. I don't know if you can see the inside where the orange is. I want to see if she'll eat it without getting pricked. There's that. Think, girl, you want some of that? Oh, she does not know what to think of that. You don't want it? You sure, girl? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. That stuff is so good. If you haven't had sea urchin, how do I describe it? It's not overly fishy. If you like picking your nose, you'll probably like sea urchin. It's like really tasty boogers. Yeah, it's sweet. A little sweet, salty. Pretty savory. And there's a million down there. There was so many. So many sea urchins. Here we go. Big snot. Big snot. Right there. So good. So good. Ugh. While the fire's getting going, I'm gonna get the tent set up. I wanna show you something though. So there's tons of puffer fish. This is a baby triggerfish, and they call it a triggerfish because of that horn on the top. It looks like a trigger. Pew, 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 pew. Pew, 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 pew. But there's tons of them. 1, 2, 3, 4 triggerfish. Another triggerfish. 4 puffer, 5 puffer, 6 triggerfish. Puffer, triggerfish. I thought I was gonna see more of those in the water, but I didn't. Triggerfish are really good eating. A lot of people go for those. I haven't had one yet, so if I land a triggerfish, that'd be really exciting because that'd be my first time doing a catch and cook with it. This is the Nemo Hornet 2-person. Even though you can get the 1-person tents, I really like the 2-person tents because even though you're 1 person, you've got a bunch of room in there. Like if it rains or unideal weather conditions, and you got that little bit of extra room where you can get your bag inside, it's really nice. Unless I was doing some crazy long distance something, I would always go with the 2-person tent just because a 1-person is a half a pound lighter. This thing's like 1.5 pounds. Why wouldn't you go with it? How'd this get tangled up? There we are. Oh man. I've put this up 1,000,000 times and I still screw it up. There we go. Oh. I can tell that fire's burning down a little bit, so it's almost time to put the fish on. And then I'm gonna have to organize camp because this place It's feeling a little cluttered. All right, here it is. Boom, boom, boom. That's getting there. That's pretty much perfect. I think it's ready to throw it on. Look at that. Look at that view right there. You beat that. That's picturesque. That's a Bob Ross. That's gonna be a good sunset. You can see it coming in right here. That's gonna be an amazing sunset. Wispy clouds, total Bob Ross. To get this started, I'm just gonna take some of these scraps from the supposed to be sashimi. Kind of throw them on the side over here. Let them just slowly start cooking. Oh, drop some in the sand, but we're used to sand. Take this big guy. This is gonna be for Tamal right here. He's just gonna go, right there. With the golden trevally, boom, right on there. Let that just start cooking. I think the flames are a little big right now, more than I want them to be. I'm gonna take the trevally off for a second. We've got some time, so I don't wanna rush things. Yeah, that'll be good. You eating stuff, girl? I haven't gone camping in a long time. If you've watched some of the older episodes, this is an X-bed mat. I've been using this thing forever. I think I've probably had this X-bed mat for close to 7 years. They're absolutely amazing. And the customer service of X-bed, which is a Switzerland company, absolutely amazing. One time, one of the baffledings, I don't know what you call them, one of the lines to keep the tubes in line ripped. Within a week, I had a brand new mat. I had that mat for like 3-4 years. Beat the shit out of it. I'm watching Tamal going after a fly right now. She's keeping the flies off the fish. Oh. There's the mat. I fill it up like about 75% of the way, because then my body weight gets on it and it makes it nice and cushy. If you fill up these mats too much, I just feel like a brick. Let's get these in the tent. It's gonna get cold tonight, so I brought the sleeping bag. This is the Merrimont sleeping bag. I think it's rated to probably 30 degrees or something like that. X-bed mat, 20 inches wide, 6 feet long. It's the ultralight. I like getting ultralight everything because I like keeping things really light. I don't like breaking my back. If I was doing car camping more, I wouldn't care, but I hike 20 miles some days. I'm gonna get you a pillow. Oh man, it's the biggest piece of luxury out here, and it's the size of your fist in the bag, probably even smaller. Get you a pillow. There it is. That's home. That's home for me and Tamal. Let's go check on this fish and fire. Let's get that trevally on there because I'm starving. And this is gonna taste so damn good, and I'm so dang excited. I'm taking the head of this trevally. I wanna use this guy as bait. We're gonna throw the pole out here really, really soon. I'm gonna get a couple more of these sea urchins open. Man, they're still moving. I don't know if you can see that. This thing's been out of the water for hours. It's still moving. I got it completely cut open. That orange stuff inside is the meat. That's what you want. Mmm. Good. So good. So dang good. Little boogers of goodness. I'm not gonna pretend that sea urchins aren't weird tasting, but there's something about it that's just good. I think it's the saltiness after a long day. I mean, I've probably burned so many calories today doing everything. You hear that fish crackling behind me? Beat it. A view like that, sea urchin, fish on the fire, got the dog. Life's at 100% right now. Come here, girl. Come here. We gotta eat up. Eat up while the getting's good. Some of the bones out of there for you. There you go, girl. It's all yours. This one's mine. Ooh, that's hot. Look at that. Boom. So dang good. That is really good. Delicious. There you go, girl. There you go, girl. Your fish is done. All right, Tamal's fish is done. I was just going right on the rocks for her. I just brought the fish off the fire because it's done. I'm gonna enjoy it to this beautiful sunset going on. Jump in the water, and then we're gonna get a hook in the water. Actually, we're gonna get a hook in the water, then we're gonna jump in the water. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. So after I crush all this fish, golden trevally, so good. I'm so tired. I'm so tired, but I'm in heaven. I might have died today. There's a good chance that I flipped my ATV off a cliff and now I'm in heaven. If I did, I'm pretty okay with it. Here's Tamal, the cleanup crew. Good girl. Look at that. We picked those clean. Her fish is completely gone. I'm going for a little after dinner swim because my hands are disgusting. The water is beautiful. And check that out. I mean, you gotta. When the mood is right. Oh my gosh, this water is crystal clear. Oh my gosh, the perfect beach. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Woo. Woo. Get all this nasty shit off my hands. It's not nasty, it's really good tasting fish. Oh. Yeah, that's why you do it, folks. That's why you sell your house, quit your job, leave the country, drive 2 trucks over 3,000 miles, all for a sunset like this, in an ocean like this, in some mountains like this, with an ATV like that, and then you find a dog with a plastic jug on its head and you have a really good time with it. Oh. One more. Scrub the pits. I need to scrub the back hole. Get both the pits. I'm throwing the boots on right now because it's getting dark out and I really would like to keep my feet intact. I'm gonna throw the line out, see if anything happens. I threw the line out and it got stuck, so I'm going to bed and I'm gonna go get it in the morning because it's the only hook I have. See you on day 2. It's day 2, baby, and Tamal's ready to rumble. You ready, girl? You ready for a day? You ready for a day? You ready for a day? You want to have some fun? Let me do a little recap of last night. Oh. Okay. The moon came out, so I went to check the fishing pole because it was stuck, but the line snapped, unfortunately. So this morning when we go out snorkeling, we're gonna go out this way and see if we can't find any hooks down on the bottom of the ocean. Also, over here, Tamal was going absolutely nuts all night long. I couldn't figure it out. There's little baby raccoons that live in these rocks here and over here. And I had the fish head and some of the guts on the tote right over here, and they were going and stealing it, and every time Tamal would lose her head, just rip out of the tent and chase these things down. Finally, I had my light next to me. She lost it. I hit the spotlight. Boom. I see these weird little black creatures running around. They're raccoons. Yeah, those little buggers got everything. The only thing left are the sea urchins. I had a head here, and then I had the fin section, the big chunk of meat. I'm sleeping here tonight. That was a perfect place to stay. I'm gonna adventure on foot today, venture on fin in the ocean. Another interesting thing that was going on last night, this big rock wall behind me, behind the tent, was putting off a ton of heat. I stayed really warm last night. It's not too cool out this morning, but I could feel it radiating off the side of that rock wall. That was really nice. I really don't want to because I've been having a pretty comfortable morning so far, but I'm seeing some fish jumping out front here, and I should get in and try to get us some breakfast because I'm starting to get a little hungry. Tamal's eating random shit on the beach. I see some fish down here. There's absolutely no excuse. Let's get in the water. I have a feeling this is gonna be a lot colder than I want it to be. That was a pretty unsuccessful dive. Couldn't see anything down there. I actually came out freezing cold, fell asleep, and just woke up in the sun, and it's blazing hot out. I'm sweating. I'm going back in because I'm getting pretty hungry. I know Tamal's pretty hungry. She was running around on the beach eating dead stuff all morning, so let's hop back in there. Let's get a fish.
I think this is a shovel-nosed guitarfish. Can somebody let me know in the comments below if you know?
Wow, welcome to a day of fishing. Right now I'm making some coffee for a little pick-me-up. Then I'm gonna punch down the beach that way. I saw a couple golden trevally down there. I saw a brassy chub down there, which I could have shot. Not really good eating. And then I also saw a grunt fish, actually 2 grunt fish. I could have shot both of those and I didn't. And right now I'm really learning that when you're doing a only eat what you catch episode, you probably should just not be too picky and shoot the first thing you see because you can go a whole day without seeing much of anything. This little pour over was $10 and it was the best $10 ever spent. Oh yeah, check that out. Ooh, that's good. Oh, it's hot. If you like what you're seeing, make sure to hit the like button. It helps out a lot. And leave a comment too. If you don't know what to say, I'll make it easy for you. If I were to walk into your house and steal whatever is on top of the refrigerator, what would I walk away with? And then make sure to hit subscribe. If you always want to unsubscribe, you always can. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Tamal and I are walking right now. We're almost to the spot we want to be at. What I'm looking for is, it's pretty rocky. I want something for the fish to hold on to, because that's where the groupers sit. And then off the front of these rocks out here, looking for a drop off that drops off into some more coral deeper below, maybe 30, 40 feet. I'm gonna hop in here and see if that's what's going on here. If not, we're gonna keep working our way down the beach. But this looks like a nice sandy spot to get in, so I'm gonna do it right here. I'm gonna enter right down in here. Look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. Girl, there's some shade over there. Go hang out over there.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Woo! Woo! Oh shit, man!
Three, two, one. Boom! Check that out. You kidding me? That's a nice grouper right there. Boom! 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 I ain't even gonna hold it out in front. I'm not this guy. I'm this guy right here. Boom! Look how big that is. That's so much meat on there. I'm gonna get this guy cleaned up. And I'm gonna de-gill him. I'm gonna de-gut him. But I'm gonna leave the scales on because I'm gonna cook them over the fire. We're gonna use that because there's very big scales here. We're gonna use that to protect the really nice, delicate, sweet white meat underneath. But oh my gosh, I can't believe this. I just saw him down in a hole. I didn't even have it recorded. I was just swimming around, all of a sudden I saw him and I had to shoot it. I didn't have time to hit record. Shot him, then I hit record, but oh my gosh. You gotta be kidding me. This is why you come out here for things like this. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, 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 pew. Pew, 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 pew. Oh, baby, I'm so excited. I'm stoked. You gotta be kidding me. Let's get this guy cleaned up. Let's get back to camp and cook it up. Oh, there's a seagull right here. Let's see if we can feed him. All right, we'll give him this piece first. Oh yeah, you gotta get him interested first. Now we're gonna feed him this piece. Do half and half. That's pretty cool. All right, let's quit messing around and get back to camp. I'm getting a little lightheaded. I feel tired. We had fish last night. We had a pretty big dinner last night, but still, I'm not used to not eating. Plus, I'm out in the sun all day. It's a lot. It's depleting. So, what I'm learning, and I kind of already knew, is you gotta survey the land a lot. Like, I didn't like spearfishing in that area, and I spent way too much time in there, and I went in multiple times trying to get a fish, and it just wasn't good. And then you go over there, and boom, I land this sucker. I gotta realize, if I don't see anything within 20 minutes, just get out of the water and move. Also, I hadn't been on this side yet and walked this beach and I was spending a lot more time on that beach over there looking for wood. I didn't even come this way. There's so much driftwood over here. There's really cool rocks over here. There's more coral over here. Just a way better beach. So I think when you get to a spot, you really have to go and survey the land before diving into anything, and it'll help you be more successful. I could have been more successful on this trip if I'd have just done that. But instead, as always, I like to make my life difficult. I had to get a shirt on and stuff. It's the perfect weather to burn or just get heat exhaustion. I don't really burn, but it's hot, it's warm, and there's a slight breeze, and I've been in the water, so I don't feel overly hot, but I can tell if I continue this, I would start feeling some sort of heat effects, heat exhaustion, something like that. So what I'm gonna do is, this is part of a coconut, I believe. Lay that down first. Maybe some other sticks down in here. You guys, right there. Now, let's over here. This is I'm going back in the water while this fire gets started. Oh, funny story here real quick. I've been looking for a pair of flip-flops for the longest time. And on the way to this mission, boom, look at that. 2 different colors. My left foot's a girl and my right foot's a boy. Let's try these guys on. Oh, they kind of fit. Check that out. Woo. All right, I think the fire's ready. I'm gonna give this sucker, I just can't quit showing this thing off. I'm gonna give this sucker one more rinse. In my mind, if you throw it on there wet, maybe it helps it steam a little bit. I don't know. That's just my thought process. I'm not a pro, I'm just a guy who tries things out. I had it on its side, but I decided to flip it straight up because in here is all open and then the bottom slit is all open. So I want to make sure that the inside gets cooked real good, and then I'll flip it on its side over and over again. You'll see the final product here soon. I was starting to question it. That's not a grouper, that's a giant hawkfish. Still really good eating, but just want to say sorry, I'm still getting to know these fish out here. But yeah, that's a giant hawkfish. See how it tastes here in a little bit. I'm just going to grab a little bit more wood because the fire's dying down. I'm taking this off because I'm hungry and it's done enough for me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Boom! Heck yeah. Check this out. Check out that massive piece of white meat. Mmm. Oh, hot. Oh yeah. Oh, that's staying in. Here, girl. Oh, she's so happy right now. Handful of flaky meat after handful of flaky meat. I'm trying to keep it together and not cough. Let's get a big chunk for Tamal, the tornado tuna. Give the people what they want, close up. Yeah, good girl. Look at this piece. It's the size of all my fingers put together. Oh, she's happy. She sees flies. She hates flies. Oh yeah, girl. How is that? You gonna be full? Cooked to perfection. It's just flaky, falling apart. I'm getting a little antsy. If you don't cook it long enough, there's a point where it's rubbery. You need to give it just a little bit longer, and then it just softens up and turns into big flaky pieces of meat. Ooh, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey girl. Hey girl, hey girl. Welcome to day 3. Ooh. Yeah. Still beautiful. It didn't change. Man, I get used to waking up to this. Got some things we need to do today. Clean up. Clean up. Get up the hill. Get to the ATV. But first, I got priorities. I'm making a piping hot cup of joe. I'm gonna enjoy the morning. Alright, there it is. Another smoking hot cup of joe. Oh, yep. Definitely should have done that. No regrets now. Can't really beat this. It's a really great place to have a cup of coffee. You got the morning sun warming you up. You got the cup of joe warming you up. Coral is really cool. I'm digging this stuff. Then Tamal's just eating random sticks and stuff. So we're having a pretty good morning on the beach. Goodbye, beautiful beach. See you again soon.